Greetings, greetings, greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome, 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 welcome to the night shift. I want to say big ups, big ups, big ups to each and every one of you locked in right now. Locked in and logged on.
Ducking it, I ducking it, I ducking it, I ducking it, I ducking it. Who does go to work on a Thursday or even a Friday when it a parties? I still put on my wet clothes, but I just stay. Do wine and the shorty. She tell me she up there. I sick, after I break and I need to shoot. I need to go to the pharmacy, but I end up in fire the walk. I will jump up and winding down. Company just like a
good morning, good afternoon, good day to you from wherever you are in the world. Greetings, greetings, greetings.
I don't want my boss to see, so I take it. Don't want him to fire me, so I take it.
I hope y'all not ducking enough.
The pharmacy, so I take it.
Officially say greetings, greetings, greetings and salutations to each and everyone. I said it at the beginning, but let me say it when everybody log on. I think everybody is locked on right now. When I say everybody, I mean all the affiliates. I want to say big ups to those hailing from across upon One Harmony Radio. Top of the morning to you guys over there in the UK. Big ups to NIE Radio in New Jersey. Bless up to Island Worldwide, exhibiting the power of music over there in New York. I want to say big ups to those on WGLRO, home of the Donny Walker Morning Show, the People Station. Hollywood Radio, Dusic Media Group, Texas locked in. Big ups to those who are locked in on ClintonLindsay.com, the Foundation Radio Network. Welcome to those on Facebook Live. Remember, it's only temporary. And a special welcome back to the Stew Potters on KevinStew.com. It is so good to be back. And just to let you know, I wasn't ducking, I was not ducking at all. I ducking it. The site was down. And just this past weekend, we got the green light. I ducking it. So yes, we are back on KevinStew.com. So those who are locked in on Facebook Live, you're going back to temporary status. Facebook, thank you for accommodating me fully. But broadcasting is back on KevinStew.com. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my segment sponsor, Pulse Media Group, for innovative streaming and recording solutions. When being in a moment is priceless. Give them a call, 754-999-6020. They are responsible for what you see on kevinstew.com. Thank you guys over there on Pulse Media Group. Truly appreciate, love you guys. If you have an event that you want to stream live, a seminar, funeral, wedding, party, you name it. Looking for streaming solutions? They got it. Give them a call, tell them Kevin Stew sent you.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
The zone of Father Fox.
I don't get it.
The track is called Ducking.
If you see it again, I don't want my boss to see, so I duck it. Don't want to end up on QTV, so I duck it.
So, you know,
So I duck it.
here is something interesting about life in 2020. There were some people that were missing from work and they weren't ducking. No, it wasn't a ducking issue. It was a matter of not being able to go into work, whether it is because they were told that the doors had to be closed for quarantining, or they had to quarantine and could not go into the office, courtesy of the COVID-19 pandemic. Or, as it is told to us, the COVID-19 pandemic. So, according to weforum.org, they highlight a few things from an article back in February of 2021, which some key points to take away here. The COVID pandemic and the resulting lockdown caused 114 million people to lose their jobs over 2020. 114 million. That's crazy, right? With tens of millions of people losing their jobs or seeing their working hours reduced due to COVID-19, the ongoing crisis has disrupted labor markets around the world at an unprecedented scale. According to the latest edition of the ILO Monitor, 114 million jobs were lost in 2020, which is which in combination with working hour reductions within employment resulted in working hour losses approximately 4 times as high as during the financial crisis of 2009. And we thought 2009 was the most recent of the quote-unquote Great Depressions. The International Labour Organization, the ILO, estimates that the working hours lost in 2020 compared to pre-pandemic levels were equivalent to 255 million full-time jobs, leading to 3.7 trillion, with a T, $3.7 trillion in lost labor income. That's even higher than the worst case estimate made in the spring of 2020 when the ILO had predicted lost labor income between 860 billion and 3.44 trillion for the entire year. Now, I thought that was mind-blowing information. The numbers that were given for this were like ridiculous. So many jobs lost, so many lost hours. People were in a position that was just, it looked like there was nowhere to go, there was no end in sight. Because typically when you are at your lowest, that is the feeling that comes along. But when you're at the bottom of the barrel, there's no other place to go but up. So when you're at your lowest of lows, you can go no lower. That alone should give you hope. Because from that point, you're going up, up, and away. So there came I wouldn't say the evolution of, because this has been something that has been around for a while, this working from home thing. And according to bankrates.com, they had realized that there are some really good work from home jobs that exist out there. And so they went back in January and did some research and put some information together. And what they came up with was what they put out as the 20 best work from home jobs. And these were real jobs. You know, sometimes you come across these work from home opportunities and they're nothing more than just a facade. It's whether it is an information gathering scheme or, well, I guess for most times it's an information gathering scheme so that people can steal their identities. But these are actual jobs. So Bankrate.com put out this article. And they say, long before the COVID-19 pandemic forced businesses to vacate their offices, working from home was on the rise. Nearly a year since the first coronavirus lockdowns, telecommunicating is here to stay for millions of workers. A fourth quarter 2020 survey by Upwork, a job market for remote workers and freelancers, estimate that nearly 57% of Americans are working from home at least some of the time, with 42% of that group remotely working full-time. Now, there are a few people that I have spoken to that said, you know, this working from home thing that people talking about, I've been doing this for years. And it was kind of like, what? Yeah, this is how I work. I've been working from home. Upwork estimates that by 2025, 36.2 million American workers will be fully remote, which is nearly double the pre-pandemic rates. Which makes you kind of wonder, what was it that was keeping people in these office buildings? Why was it that these organizations could not trust their employees to be productive in their own workspaces and to pay them accordingly? Because it cuts down on the overhead that is involved in the business. So is it that traditionally businesses were these buildings that everybody congregated at for a period of time during the day? So you could say that you're going to work. Or is it just that they didn't trust people to work from remote locations and actually be productive? And it kind of makes you wonder. But no, here came COVID-19 and pretty much the world got shut down. But the work had to continue. So I guess the bullet was bitten and they decided, hey, we're going to allow these people to work from home. I remember when I was working for this company, at the beginning of the whole pandemic, the whole lockdown, and they closed the business down. And then they partially opened the business and were doing work from home. And I got the opportunity to work from home. And it started off with me using my own computer, and then I got a computer from the office to use. But there were so many, I guess, protocols in place that, of course, you had to, looking into it, you'd have to say, they already knew about these things. They've been doing this for a little while. If not in trial, they have been actually doing it. So why aren't more people doing it? And why was it such a big issue before COVID-19 for that to be done? Some people actually preferred to work from home for whatever reason. Either they operate better in solitude because everyone was away. They now could focus in a space where they're comfortable. They don't have any outside distractions, because some people work better that way. But for whatever reason, it wasn't a thing. And then here they were forced to do it. It became that thing. So working from home has benefits for both workers and employers. Studies by Global Workplace Analytics, San Diego research and consulting firm, have shown that telecommunicating saves employers and workers time and money, reduces stress, increases productivity, lowers exposure to office colds and flus, and helps the environment by reducing the number of commuters. All of those are, benefits off the bat. Among the fastest growing career categories for remote jobs are computers and IT, medical and health, project management, sales, accounting and finance, customer service and marketing, according to FlexJobs, a marketplace for remote work. And I have some information from FlexJobs that I'll be presenting a little bit later on. The coronavirus pandemic has permanently reshaped the workplace. And how? When and where people work. Sarah Sutton, founder and CEO of FlexJobs, said in a statement, business models have been forever disrupted with the realization that remote work is smart, strategic, and sustainable for companies to embrace, improving not only the bottom line, but also providing benefits to the overall workforce. Bankrate has put together a list of 20 legitimate work-at-home jobs. Now, unless noted, wage and job growth data comes from the 2019 edition of the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Occupational Outlook Handbook. The BLS lists median wages rather than average wages. The median wage was in the middle of the data set, with half of the jobs paying less and half paying more. BLS job growth projections are for 2019 to 2029. So that's the first thing to take into consideration. So what are some of the best work from home jobs? If you're just tuning in, I do want to welcome you to the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew Community and Finance Night. And tonight we're looking at just that, work from home jobs. And those of you who are locked in on Facebook Live, I do encourage you to get familiar or reacquaint yourselves with the link to the site, kevinstew.com, where you can watch this broadcast live and in living color, because this here on Facebook Live is just temporary. It's just a segment of the broadcast. It feels so good to be saying that again. Yeah, it's just a segment of the broadcast. So those of you who are locked in, the link is there in the comment section. Please use it. Jump on over to kevinstew.com. You can remain anonymous. You don't have to give your name because there's a chat room there also. Yes, so below, depending on the device that below the screen, when you log on and you go to kevinstew.com, it takes you to the live page. And so you scroll down, you see the video, and you scroll down below that, and you see the stew pot, which others call a chat room. But because we're fancy over here on kevinstew.com, it's the stew pot. It's where we keep things bubbling and interactive. So come on over. You can change your name and make it whatever you want. You can use your real name, or you can use a fictitious name. You can remain anonymous and just be an SP number, being a stew potter with a number. All right? Cool. So what are some of the best work from home jobs? One, you have your web developers. You have computer support specialists, virtual assistants, interpreters or translators, marriage and family therapists, paralegal and legal assistants, teachers or tutors, loan officers, social media specialists, licensed insured representatives, writers or editors, medical transcriptionists, data entry specialists, graphic designers, customer service representatives, software developers, website testers, registered nurses, meeting, convention, and event planners, and bookkeeping, accounting, and auditing clerks. And it was interesting that in this list were individuals that were in the medical field. And I say that's interesting because typically when it comes to medicine, you'd expect to go to a brick and mortar facility to talk anything relating to health. You want to see your doctor? It wasn't a telehealth experience. It was a commute to the doctor's office. And that is where everything takes place. Now you have telehealth happening. So the doctor is seeing you, yes, but not physically. So let's go through a little bit and look a little deeper into some of these jobs. First off, you have your web developers. Now, web developers create and design websites for personal or commercial use. They can put their skills to use in publishing, advertising, management, consulting, computer systems design, and other fields. Employment growth through 2029 is projected at 8%. 8, not 80, not 18, just 8%, which is much faster than the average growth rate for all occupations of 4%, according to the BLS. So, web developers, apparently, this group is projected to be the fastest growing. Now, the median annual wage for web developers, $73,760. So, this is not a position to snuff at all. $73,000. Basically, rounding it up to $74,000 a year. And again, there are some that gets paid more, some that get paid less, but still, even if you're making $50,000, that's some good money working from home. Then you have your computer support specialists. Going down the list, 20 best work from home jobs, as listed by bankrate.com. Computer support specialist. Corporations, non-profits, call centers, and many other businesses hire computer support specialists to work remotely. The BLS projects 8% growth in this field through 2029 as organizations upgrade computer equipment and software. So apparently IT is the way to go. The median annual wage for computer network support specialists would be $64,460. The median annual wage for computer user support specialists, $52,270. Again, nothing to snuff at. Then you have virtual assistants. And your virtual assistants provide administrative, technical, and or creative services for a wide range of industries such as healthcare, legal, government, and finance. You can own a virtual assistant business or work for a company that makes you available to clients. Because virtual assistants work in different fields, the pay range is actually just very broad. So they weren't able to pinpoint a median annual wage for the virtual assistants. So I guess it depends on what your resume looks like and basically the amount of experience you have. And that's my interpretation. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. It's not that far-fetched. Do I take a break now? Yeah, so here's what I'll do. Well, let me give you this one and then I'll take a break. If you have a native level proficiency in English and at least one other language, you can find work from home gigs with schools, hospitals, courts, corporations, and other public and private sector entities as an interpreter or translator. Interpreters work in spoken language or sign language. Translators work with written or audio documents. The BLS projects 20% growth in this field through 2029, which is much faster than average. 20%? I thought 8 was the fast one. This one is where the borders and the restrictions get broken down working as an interpreter. The median annual wage for this group is $51,830. Rounding it up, $52,000. That's workable, isn't it? We can work with that. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to say goodbye to those who are tuned in on Facebook Live. Everybody, the link is posted. The link is pinned in the comments. So if you're not familiar with it, go ahead and click on that. Come on over to kevinstew.com. I didn't welcome my tune-in listeners, those who are logged in on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew on TuneIn Radio. Much love to you. I truly appreciate you. Remember, the podcast is available everywhere. And the name of the podcast is just like the name of the program, The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. And you can find it everywhere. You can find the YouTube channel under the same name. So if you've missed broadcasts, don't worry. They're documented. They're right there. Check out the podcast, check out the YouTube, and of course, kevinstew.com gives you a quick link to all these places. The older podcasts, the older broadcasts are being uploaded over time. Well, whether or not I will do them all, I'm not too sure, but they're all great broadcasts. And over 400 of them can be found on YouTube. So it spans back for, let me see, up to about 2018, somewhere around there. about a little bit over 430 broadcasts documented there. So you can check that out. You can subscribe if you wish. But definitely do give your support. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. Do give us your support by spreading the word, and if you want to financially give some support, you can do that also. The donate button will return to the site in a couple of days. You should see it back there. So there's a way to financially contribute to the ongoing broadcast. If you are a podcast, if you like tuning in by podcasts, there's a link to support the podcast also on each of the posts. So you can check that out. Alright, so everything is linked. Alright, so we're going to take a quick little break. Call a friend, tell an enemy, tell your friends of your enemies, enemies of your friends of your friends, tell everybody. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew on right now, kevinstew.com. We'll be right back.
Pulsey Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsey Media Group.
Imagine having our own Caribbean Center.
Imagine a museum highlighting our history and the contributions of Caribbean people to the world.
Imagine being able to visit and learn about the islands we call home.
In a place where our kids can see and feel their cultural heritage. You can make this vision come to life.
Help us create this first-of-its-kind space
that all Caribbean people can be proud of. Your contribution to Island Space Caribbean Museum will help this dream come true.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe and donate today.
Yes, my people. Check out I Red Funks on Reggae Global Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. with Kev Stew, where I'll give you a pre-life. Brand new! Good for you! Kick it like a ball if you don't say a dance song. You hear that?
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift radio show. Won't go changing like the weather, just to please the devil. Never will DJ Kevin's true sell his soul. That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Selassie DJ Kevin's true.
You can know. Seasoning up. Well cut up. Good fire blaze up. So you know some pot and boil up. Seasoning up. Well cut up. Good fire blaze up. So you know some pot and boil up. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I got some items through. We got some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. Items through. We got some spell dumpling will do. So when I eat it, in about 5 minutes more for this sipper. I said the walnut porridge well thicker. I said the items through with a kick. Say me want no come in no one no little bitter. You know see you me calabash stick. First coke and a treasure in a hit. I be safe, just a little bit. Feel it more when me forward. Frost off on me split. The kitchen I forget a visit. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I got some items through. We got some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. They must know what I'm cooking today. Items through. We got some spell dumpling will do. No meat no in my kitchen. Rastafari no support blood spilling. Pass I some chickpeas or some ackee off the trees. Wild rice so you wild so. Fill the pot of water, can't spoil you. Coconut a bubble down, hile you. Call me damsel, them can't style you. When you steam the callaloo, you make it mild so. And she no eat them KFC nor them burger. Watch it, Babylon where you heard her. And she no eat no for a burger. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I tell true. We got some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. Them ask me what I'm cooking today. I tell true. We got some spell dumpling will do. Seasoning up. Well cut up. Good fire blaze up. So you know some pot and boil up. Seasoning up. Well cut up. Good fire blaze up. So you know
The sound of Jada and the track is called Cooking.
forward. Frost off on me split. The kitchen I forget a visit. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I got some items through. We got some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. They must know what I'm cooking today. Items through. We got some spell dumpling will do. No meat no in my kitchen. Rastafari no support blood spilling. Pass I some chickpeas or some ackee off the trees. Wild rice so you wild so. Fill the pot of water, can't spoil you. Coconut a bubble.
I do want to apologize. I see a little glitch here on the
When you steam the callaloo, you make it mild.
website in the stew pot.
See now them burger. Watch it
Let's see if I can do like a magic here and fix a little thing.
for a burger. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I tell true. We got some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. Them ask me what I'm cooking today. I tell true. We got some spell dumpling will do. Seasoning up.
And DJ Kevin's pull up that song, them like it, but
Look and
really good song. I don't usually do this at this time of the time and at this time in the broadcast, but given that this attention needs to be given.
First smoke and a treasure in a hit. Have be safe, just a little bit. Feel it more when me forward. Frost off from me split. The kitchen I forget a visit. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I got some items through. We got some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. Them ask me what I'm cooking today. Rastafari no support blood spilling. Pass I some chickpeas or some ackee off the trees. Wild rice so you wild so. Fill the pot of water, can't spoil you. Coconut a bubble down, hile you. Galang madam tell them can't style you. When you steam the callaloo you make it mild so. And she no eat them KFC nor them burger. Watch it, Babylon where you heard her. And she no eat no for a burger. I'm cooking today. What I'm cooking today. I tell true. With that some quinoa will do. I'm cooking today. Them ask me what I'm cooking today. I tell true. With that some spell dumpling will do. Seasoning up.
Pass the pot and the thing well at. Okay, I think that is fixed right now. Time, right on time. So thank you, Jadon, for holding it down. I took care of that little issue. Okay, so that is fixed. Thank you very much. Now, all right, so where are we? Let me go back over here. Those of you that looking in the stew pot that say some strange things from me, just testing what it said, how it appeared. All right, so going back to my information here. Oh, 20 best work from home jobs. So we were looking at the interpreter translator as the last position before we went on a break. So now marriage and family therapist is next on the list. And marriage and family therapists usually work full-time and many have private practices. Online video conferencing apps such as Zoom and Skype make it possible for their patients to visit their therapist without leaving home. The BLS growth outlook for this profession looks like through 2029 looks like 22%. So there's a lot of growth that's expected in the marriage and family therapist fields. I'll say Policy Media Group also provides a platform that you can use to facilitate this kind of business. If that's the practice that you're into, and don't want to use Zoom or Skype or one of those platforms, you want to use something else, you can check out Pulse and see how they can set you up. Then you have paralegal and legal assistants. And these do a variety of tasks to support lawyers, such as legal research and preparing documents. Though most work from or for law firms, these jobs can be found at government agencies and corporate legal departments. There is a 10% projected job growth in this field through 2029, and the median annual wage for this group is $51,740. Did I tell you the median wage for the marriage and family therapist? $49,610. So the median is less for a therapist than it is for a paralegal. However, it does seem that there is more need for marriage therapists and family therapists because they're spending more time together than they did when they used to leave out to go to the brick and mortar job. And I'm thinking that they would need a whole lot more therapy at that point. So next on the list is your teacher or your tutor. And advanced technology and high-speed internet connections have created opportunities for teachers and students to work together from afar. The COVID-19 pandemic prompted many schools and universities to switch temporarily to virtual classrooms. The BLS projects the demand for kindergarten, middle school, and high school teachers to grow about 4% through 2029, on par with the average growth rate for all occupations. Demand for teachers at the college and university level is expected to grow 9% through 2029. Now, the median annual wages for teachers and tutors vary a little bit through the level of schooling. For your kindergarten and elementary schools, it's $59,420 as the median annual wage. For high school, $61,660. For middle school, $59,660. And for college and universities, $79,540 as your median annual wage. Then you have loan officers. And the loan officer evaluates and authorizes loan applications. Most loan officers work from commercial banks and credit unions, mortgage companies, and other financial institutions. The demand for loan officers is expected to increase as the economy improves. The growth rate for this profession is 3% through 2029. Median annual wage for this group, $63,270. Now, why exactly they're expecting an increase, the demand for loan officers to increase? I guess because more people are establishing work from home businesses and don't have the capital that they prefer to have to get things started. I don't know, but having a work from home business, shouldn't the capital necessary to start a business be a little bit less? Well, I guess it depends on what kind of business you're getting into. If it's a manufacturing business and you can manufacture the products from home yourself, you're going to need to get raw material. So I guess you're going to still have to, depend on the quantity and the type of raw material, you might need a loan to get you started. Next on the list is social media specialist. And you'd think that every teenager today is a social media specialist. It's becoming increasingly important for businesses to have a presence on social media. if you have a knack for using social media platforms such as the usual suspects, you could work from home by helping businesses promote their brand and their products through social media marketing. That's pretty cool, right? The average base salary for this group, according to online job marketplace, is the job marketplace Indeed, online job marketplace Indeed. Their average, according to them, is $37,558. You know, as I was looking at this information and talking about branding, one of my segment sponsors, that is what they're into. They help to promote your brand. So, and speaking of segment sponsors, I do apologize. My segment sponsor for this segment is Althea and her Healing Heavenly Hands. Althea is a licensed massage therapist that comes to you, operating out of Broad County, North Miami-Dade, and South Palm Beach counties. She brings her table, she brings her oils, and of course her Healing Heavenly Hands. What she doesn't take with her is COVID-19. So if you have the virus, don't call her, because she comes to you COVID-free and she'd like to leave that way. But once again, if you're in Broad County, North Miami-Dade, and South Palm Beach counties, give her a call, 954-655-9000. That's 954-655-9000. She comes to you, bringing her tables and her table and her expertise, and of course, her Healing Heavenly Hands. So call and place your appointment. And if you're also looking for a massage, not a massage therapist, but a personal trainer, Althea is recently certified as a personal trainer, so you can talk to her about that also. Her brand new business, Chioli Fitness, is making strides and changing lives. So you can get your muscles worked up and in pain, and as a massage therapist, she can ease that also. One-stop shop. All right, so continuing here. Insurance agents are next on the list, and many people find it easy to shop online for insurance, but they often need to speak with a licensed insurance rep to help them choose the right policy. Insurance companies are increasingly outsourcing their incoming phone calls to contact centers, which then hire or contract with licensed insurance reps. If you see an ad on TV for a life insurance company and call the number on your screen, there's a good chance you're talking to someone who is working from home. Job growth in this field is projected to be 5% through 2029. The median annual wage being $50,940. If you have a computer, internet access, and the right credentials or experience, or both, there are work from home opportunities for people with writing, editing, proofreading, and fact checking skills. Bloggers, journalists, technical writers, and editors who know how to plan and present content and meet deadlines face a competitive market. Demand for writers and editors is expected to drop slightly through 2029, but these jobs are very compatible with working from home. So, what's up next in the list? Writers and editors. Your writer's median annual wage runs about $63,200, and for editors, $61,370. Then you have your medical transcriptionists. And these individuals, excuse me, they listen to voice recordings from doctors and other healthcare workers and transcribe them into written reports. A transcriptionist can work for a hospital, doctor's office, or a third-party service, or even be self-employed. The expansion of healthcare services is expected to drive the demand for this job, but a slight decline is expected due to technological advances and outsourcing. The median average wage for this job, $33,380. Then you have your data entry specialists. sometimes called a data entry operator or clerk. They input their information from handwritten or physical records into a computer system. These records can be bills, reports, medical records, cancelled checks, and a plethora of data. The average base salary for this individual, according to Indeed, is $2,244 a month. So that translates to round about 26 to 28,000, some 28,000 round about there. Annually. 26,000. Using rough math annually. Then you have your graphic designer, who is next on the list. And if you have experience designing logos, t-shirts, or using computer software to create brochures, advertisements, and book covers, you could make good money working from home. Like, I do all my graphics. I should probably be outsourcing some of my expertise. But I also have a very good graphic artist available to me, which then anybody that asks me about graphic design, I direct them to her. Now, websites like Fiverr.com and 99designs.com can help you to meet potential clients who need your services. How much you will earn depends on the scope of the project and your experience. Demand for this job is expected to decline slightly through 2029, but is very suited to remote work. One thing I can tell you is if you're going to connect with someone that does graphic design, please, please, please respect their profession and honor their time. Respect their time also. Because when they put in the work to get a design to you from nothing, you need to respect that. You're contacting them because you can't do it yourself. The median annual wage for this group is $52,110 per year. Then you have your customer service representatives. When you call to order something from a catalog or infomercial, the person on the other end of the line might be sitting in a home. Yeah, their home. They're the ones that will more than likely have a home office. And hiring independent contractors to handle complaints, process orders, and answer questions. This is a big industry, and it has been for a while. Just consider the call center that you get into when you call a big company. It is now spread out and into the homes of these individuals that would be in this call center. See how that works? A slight decline in demand is projected for this job, but it's found in a wide array of industries such as retail and financial companies, utilities, and other types of businesses. The median annual wage for this group, $34,710. Then you have your software developers, and these create the applications or systems that run on a computer or any other device. They apply the principles of engineering, analytics, and computer science to develop and test all kinds of software and applications. Many software developers are employed by firms that deal in computer systems design and related services, manufacturing, or software publishers. The BLS projects 22% job growth for this field through 2029, and the median annual wage is $107,510. Then you have your website testers. And sites like usertesting.com and Userlytics pay people to test different websites and mobile apps, then share their feedback. Companies use website testers to get unbiased feedback. Opportunities for this work, sometimes called remote usability testing, may be limited. Testers may be paid $10 to conduct a 20-minute test, for example. So this one falls more under the category of a side hustle or a side gig than an actual full-time job. So they have not been able to identify a median annual wage for that group. But with the growth of or in telehealth, like I mentioned earlier, which is healthcare services delivered remotely through computers, mobile services, or telephone, has opened up opportunities for registered nurses to work from home. More insurance companies have added patient support lines, telephone triage, and other telephone and computer options to meet patients' needs without having to visit a doctor's office, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. The BLS projects 7% growth in this field through 2029, and the median annual wage is $79,300. So you can make some good money as a registered nurse working virtually. Then you have your meeting convention and event planner. Whether it is a convention, fundraiser, birthday party, any of these events that need to be organized, event planners have ample opportunities to do a lot of the work from home via phone or computer. The job may require you to visit potential meeting sites. Candidates with experience in the hospitality business and a college degree in hospitality or related fields such as tourism management will have the best opportunities. But the BLS projects 8% growth in this field through 2029 and an average or a median annual wage of about $50,600. So again, good money can be made in this field. And closing out the list, last but by no means least, bookkeeping, accounting, and auditing clerks. And these produce financial records and ensure their accuracy. These jobs are suited to working from home with occasional visits to clients and some overtime hours to be expected. Employment in this field is expected to decline by 2029 as technological changes and automation reduce the demand for these jobs. The median annual wage being $41,230. Now, for every real work-at-home job, there are dozens of frauds. Scammers try to steal your identity and or money by getting personal information that a new hire would be expected to give an employer, such as social security number and bank account numbers. When considering a work-from-home job, put up your scam detection radar. First and foremost, what you want to do is trust your instincts. Christine Durst, who runs Rat Race Rebellion, an online job site that caters to the work-at-home and virtual workforce, says almost every scam victim I've spoken with says, I sort of felt like something was not right. So, trust your gut instinct. Because if it doesn't feel right, chances are it is not right. And keep in mind that legit jobs don't ask you to send them money or cash deposit checks. Durst says to look for certain signs that you are dealing with a legit employer. What do some of those signs include? The hirer is an established company. The job ad includes the company name and does not ask applicants to reply in a blind email or reply to a blind email address. Human resources personnel are available for questions. There is mention of company benefits and vacation policies, information commonly associated with real employment. There's an application and interview process, not simply an emailed offer. The employer can detail the job duties and expectations, and references, work samples are required. So some things that you need to be mindful of to weed out the scammers. And again, scammers are everywhere, and they get better with time. In other words, over time, how they operate, how they present their material, it improves over time, so it looks more real as they go along. We're going to take another quick little break, and when we come back, we look at information courtesy of flexjobs.com, where they show 30 companies hiring part-time remote work from home. They provide part-time remote work from home opportunities. So I'm going to give you 30 of those. Well, the list has 30 of those companies. Are we going to get through that entire list? We'll find out in just a moment. We're going to take another break, give an opportunity to get a little bit of refreshment, to use the bathroom, to call some more friends and tell some more friends that the night shift with DJ Kevin Stewart on Community and Finance Night. And we're looking at, I didn't even put up the topic for this segment, we're looking at work from home jobs. And thank you, Althea, once again for sponsoring this segment of the broadcast. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we talk a little bit more, and then we get into musical therapy in just a few. We'll be right back.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
A social distancing tip.
While the CDC urges you to avoid close contact, like hugging or shaking hands, there are other non-physical ways to say hello. Wave, wink, use sign language, salute, smile, give the peace sign, throw up an air high five, do jazz hands. Remember, stay a minimum of 6 feet or 2 arms length away from others, and stay home if you can. For more info, visit coronavirus.gov.
Let's all do our part, because we're all #AloneTogether. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It takes an entire village to raise a child. Hello, I'm Paul Campbell, here to talk about Palace. Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. This nonprofit group supports students facing serious obstacles.
Okay, so oops, it did it again. I have no idea what happened. Saturday night, I was doing my broadcast, and the computer just cut out on me, and here it did it again. I have no clue what's going on. I guess I'm gonna have to check out this computer also. I tell you, trouble doesn't set like rain, and sometimes you just have to take a little bit of wetting, as I am doing with this computer right now. Alright, so impromptu early return, not a problem. I do want to say thank you to this segment sponsor, Reggae Global Entertainment, for sponsoring this segment of the broadcast. And Reggae Global Entertainment will, Reggae Global's entertainment, Reggae Global Entertainment services they'll provide bookings, tour management, legal service contracts, copyrights, trademarks, business registration, legal service referrals, music production, marketing and promotion, and so much more. This was a company that I suggested or referred to earlier as helping with branding. So you can give them a call, 954-804-8199. That's 954-804-8199 during the hours of 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Alright, so as we continue looking at work from home jobs, and some companies that provide work from home opportunities are given to us courtesy of flexjobs.com. And of course, people seek part-time work for all kinds of reasons. Some want the freedom and flexibility that part-time work allows. Other people just need to balance outside responsibilities with work, and sometimes people want to work, but not all the time. So for various reasons, people get into part-time working. Recently, there was some analysis done of part-time job postings. And some companies that frequently hire for part-time remote work from home jobs were presented in a post. And some of those companies include Kaplan. And throughout global operation, Kaplan is committed to helping students achieve their academic goals. With this mission and mindset, the company supports over 1 million students worldwide. Some recent part-time remote from home jobs that Kaplan have presented include being a tutor or mentor, a teaching assistant, and nursing instructor. These are some recent positions that Kaplan have provided. And you see, those were listed on the 20 best work from home jobs of 2021 and their growth from 2019 through 2029. So next on the list we have Voco Vision, VOCO Vision, and they provide cutting edge speech therapy services using video conferencing, interactive sessions, and games from expert sign language interpreters, speech language pathologists, school psychologists, and occupational therapists. And some part-time jobs that they're offering are for speech language pathologists, school psychologists, and teacher of the deaf and hard of hearing. Then you have support strategies. And support strategies specialize in on-demand, outsourced accounting services for small businesses, such as payroll and human resource administration, accounts payable and expense management, financial reporting, budgeting and analysis, revenue recognition, customer invoicing, and accounts receivable and bookkeeping, and month-end close. Those are some of the services that supporting strategies provide. And they posted some positions for accountants, bookkeepers, managers for remote accounting services. So here again, you have opportunity available. Then you have Robert Half International. And they are the preeminent global professional staffing and consulting firm. The company owns and manages staffing and consulting operations in over 400 global locations. So those of you listening from overseas, you might be familiar with Robert Half. Some recent postings, work from home job postings, included mortgage customer service representatives, digital marketing managers, and landman. Now, the landman position is not one that I can say that I'm familiar with at all. I have no clue what a landman does. I probably should have looked that one up. Pearson is another company that has been advertising on flexjobs.com. They are a publicly traded international learning company offering an extensive range of content, tools, products, and services for educators and learners of all ages. That is Pearson. And some jobs that they posted included test administrators, course facilitators, finite math, and for human resources management. So those are some of the positions that they have posted on flexjobs.com. Then there's a company called Appen, APPEN. They're a technology services company with 20 years experience working across various industries to improve its products with high quality human annotated data. Some positions that they recently posted: social media evaluator and search engine evaluator. Then there is K-12, and they serve children, teenagers, and families nationwide with web-based interactive classes and learning modules that combine in-person, online, and blended instruction techniques to meet the unique learning needs of every student. I remember looking into virtual schooling for my children, and this was one of the options that I had come across, K-12. Some recent job postings that they've had include PE, health teacher, general science, and art teachers. Then you have Lionbridge is the next up on the list. Lionbridge is a world leader in language translation and localization services. They offer content and testing, global marketing, machine intelligence, multilingual services, multilingual websites, and engineering services. Some positions that they had recently posted include a US rater, social media assessor, map quality analysts. You have a company called Edmentum, and they provide educational solutions to 8,000 school districts nationwide. Edmentum's products include Study Island, Courseware, EdOptics Academy, Calvert Learning, ESL Reading Smart, Exact Path, Assessments, Reading Eggs, and Education City. And they were looking for positions for teachers in the sciences, social studies, and elementary school. So you have a lot of education industries, institutions that have been posting on FlexJobs. Independent University was looking for adjunct instructors for economics, algebra, and statistics. Then there is Rasmussen College that was looking for adjunct instructors in the art, in the world, and workplace. Residential adjunct instructors for nursing and nursing examinations proctors. There is Achieve Test Prep that was looking for instructors, English instructors, dental hygienists, curriculum writers. Also, you have Language Line Solutions that posted for positions for Dari interpreter, Berber interpreter, and Croatian interpreters. These languages, apart from the Croatian, I don't even know where they speak the other languages. So, if these are developing countries or countries that have been kind of spreading out their wings and offering services to other parts of the world, then you can kind of expect that since the borders are being knocked down by way of connections through the World Wide Web, some of these languages you're going to need interpreters to help you along the way. And Language Line Solutions provide some of those jobs. Then you have flex professionals, and they have put out there some positions, inside sales, business development executives, public relations specialists, and paralegals. So they're looking for jobs. They're looking for people to fill these positions. Cactus Communications were looking for business and finance editors, chemistry editors, and engineering and technology editors. You have Expert Business Development looking for B2B lead generation specialists. So if that is along the lines of what you do, you might want to give them a link. B2B. Grand Canyon University was looking for adjunct faculty for applied statistics for healthcare professionals and accounting, and dissertation chair for psychology. Hey, people are looking for positions to be filled from you name it, especially in these education industries. They are looking for a lot of people. If you go to flexjobs.com and you want to work from home, part-time work from home job, these are some positions that are available, and these are not just your fly-by-night positions either in your fly-by-night facilities. Kelly has pioneered workforce solutions in the staffing industry since 1946. They connect skilled workers with top businesses and Fortune 100 companies in a broad range of industries. They were looking for speaker assistants and IT system support specialists. Pitch Up was looking for outbound sales executives and sales consultant. They're an online booking site that help people find and book campsites with ease. So coming up to this summer season where camping is now, people are looking to get out in this capacity and do some camping. That's where they're going to go. Rosetta Stone had posted for positions for content editors for German and tutors for English online and Italian online. But if you're going to be an English tutor, you need to know at least one other language. See how that works? Cool. Now, Walden University, here you go, yet another university, was looking for a clinical instructor for Master of Science Nursing or a nurse practitioner. They were looking for faculty contributing to Human Services and Master of Social Work. Then HIA, the Health Information Alliance. They were looking for certified tumor registrars, National Cardiovascular Data Registry abstractors, and a core measures abstractor. HIA specializes in health information management, and HIA was established to provide the services required by law and quickly become a go-to resource for teaching hospitals, small community hospitals, specialty clinics, and various healthcare facilities. So again, not your fly-by-night enterprise. Strayer University was looking for people. Prof 360 was looking for people. Profit Factory was looking for people. They needed a virtual assistant, executive virtual assistant, and a virtual client care Facebook ads assistant. So you see where your social media skills, this is where they come into play and can be used. Doctor on Demand, which is a privately held hospital and healthcare telemedicine company that provides on-demand and scheduled appointments with licensed medical professionals through electronic devices like smartphones, tablets, and computers. They needed a psychiatrist, a licensed clinical social worker, and a master-level therapist as to work from home. These are positions that they posted that you could work from home and have and hold. Southern New Hampshire University also posted for adjunct faculty. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. And they needed political science, sociology, and health information management adjunct faculty member. So you have tons of opportunity out there to get into the work from home field, whether it is part-time or full-time. But these were some part-time work from home jobs that were available on flexjobs.com. We see more and more of these popping up as a result of the COVID-19 lockdowns. So don't think that, you can, it's a matter of waiting for brick and mortar places to open up again so you can apply to get a job in these places. Sometimes you just need to just bite the bullet and work from home. And now it's probably a good time to get into that if you weren't into it before. If the organization that you work for is not doing work from home and you've probably been laid off, you're looking for a job, you might want to look into one of these. Check out some of these work from home sites. Check out flexjobs.com. I know it's free advertising that I'm giving to them, but it falls right in place with the information that I presented earlier when it comes to working from home. And this being a community and finance night, I wanted to look at some of the things that we're doing in a community to help put some money in our pockets. And the community is not what it used to be. It has become a whole lot more virtual. So if we're working with virtual communities, why not be working with virtual jobs to meet the needs of these communities? See how that works? Cool. Glad that you do. Thank you once again to Reggae Global Entertainment for sponsoring this segment of the broadcast. We're going to take another quick little break. When we come back, it's musical therapy. Let's see how this computer holds up and if it'll be tripping out again. I don't know. But we're going to take a quick little break. Again, when we come back, it's musical therapy time. Let's see here. Okay, cool. So, we'll be right back after these few messages.
It takes an entire village, child. Hello, I'm Paul Campbell, here to talk about Palace. Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. This non-profit group supports students facing serious obstacles from entering or continuing their studies, not because the grades are failing, but due to the lack of financial support.
Over the past 8 years, Palace has awarded 600 scholarships valued at approximately 50.3 million Jamaican dollars, or 415,000 US dollars.
Together, we must build a better future for our children. Please visit www.palace1.org and make your donation to brighten the future of a deserving child. Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment. Greetings and salutations. This is DJ Kevin Stew inviting you to bubble up and simmer down with me in the Saturday Stew right here on Reggae Global Radio. Get ready for the special segment called The Secret Ingredient, where you may hear from your favorite artist or producer. Saturday Stew happens every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time exclusively on ReggaeGlobalRadio.com, where we get high on reggae. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hey yo, this is Caramanti letting you know that right about now you are logged on to DJ Kevin Stew on the Night Shift. Don't move.
Yeah. Well, if I never feel the grace of Jah, what would I do now? How we get you now? I feel the powers of the Most High, yeah. In guide with you, yeah. Hey, only I know the things we've been through. Only I know what we go through. Only you know the things we've been through. Only you know what we go through. Well, follow me now. Well, the system can be better. Too much youth a suffer. So how the system going make the youth them tougher. And anyway the food them a go for. But still we are called manja. Yeah, the system set away. Seems like there's no get away. We are work every day and I get no pay. Oh my God, please guide us a no way. Only I know the things we've been through. Only I know all we go through. Only you know the things we've been through. Only you know.
there we have it. It quit on us again. So more work to be done. I don't know what is going on with that device. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome back to kevinstew.com. This computer has decided that it's going to make this broadcast a little bit shorter than usual. It happens on occasion, but we got the majority of our content out for tonight. The information that I was looking to present, that was presented. So it'll be an early night out. I do apologize to the affiliates, NIE Radio, Island Worldwide, Ollywop Music, Ollywop Radio, Dusic Media Group, WGLRO, One Harmony Radio, the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com. Thank you for your support. Do apologize for the early out due to technical difficulties. But we'll be back tomorrow, back strong, and we do it all over again. Right? Y'all take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world. This is DJ Kevin Stew from South Florida. I'm wishing you a good night. Remember, look out for members of your community. Your community is not just the development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. So those that you pass on the bus, on the plane, the boat, or the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive, these are members of your community. Do something good for them, one of them today, because you never know who's going to do something good for you tomorrow. Catch you all tomorrow with Healthy Love. It's Healthy Love Tuesday, the first of the Healthy Love Tuesdays in the month of May. So look forward to catching up with you guys and having a good chat. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. Tell everybody, kevinstew.com is back. Have a good night, y'all.